Okay, this is my new 3D printer enclosure slash toolbox storage area, right? So um, I built this with a couple Kennedy toolboxes. I got some good deals on the toolboxes. The bottom ones were that crinkle brown, and they weren't rusty, but they needed some cleaning up, so I painted them. And then they came with the cart that you see them on. And then this gray Kennedy one I got just for $20. It was red, but I had it painted. I had that previously. So I'm about 170 into the boxes. For Kennedy boxes, I thought that was a pretty good deal. And the bottom big one, which is actually two pieces plus the cart, got delivered to me. So I couldn't say no when it showed up, and it wasn't as pretty as I was hoping. But either way, it worked out good for my application here. So I stacked the two side kind of cabinets, as you can see, and then I have the larger cabinet over there, and then we have this gray tarp. So I'm going to try to move this over here and still give you a good view. So this tarp is going to just be Velcroed down on the sides just to keep dust out when I'm not printing, just from other stuff in the garage. So you can see here what we got going on is obviously I built an enclosure for the printer. Okay, so we'll get this open here. All right, so you can see in there is my printer. So let me go in, and we're going to turn it on, or turn the light on. So I put a light in here. All right, so I know we're getting some glare. Sorry about that. So I put a light in here, and I put an outlet in that back corner. You can see up there is an outlet. Those are just the wires that are going into the light that you see. And then I also have a switch for that outlet, and that's what turns the machine off and on, because the switch is in the back and it's a little hard to reach otherwise. One of my kind of after the fact modifications, which I found was necessary or at least helpful, was then I put it on an actual drawer, right, that slides out. So this door does open all the way, and then this can slide out all the way, full extension, if I do need to access anything at all. Plus, put a separate door on the back of the unit that lets me access the filament if I need to, or anything in the back of the machine. For some reason, I couldn't get to it from the front. With this slide out, I still might not be quite far enough to be able to get to the filament very easily. So I will probably, I'll still need to be changing the filament in the back, which is okay. That's why I built that door there in the first place. And of course, the whole thing is on casters, which makes it nice and easy. Everything is insulated because it was said it was important to keep it at a steady temperature. And this is in my garage in Minnesota. Our garage never gets below probably 50 degrees, but because it's heated, but this way it'll keep it warm. This is in kind of the far corner of the garage to stay away from all my other machines that would have sawdust and that type of stuff going on. So overall, I've been very happy with the printer, the BIBO Touch 2. Obviously, there is a little bit of a learning curve. Most of the problems I had were my mistakes by purchasing ABS when I thought it was PLA filament, just because I'd done a PLA search, and I was using it at the wrong temperature. So those were my primary problem, was that. As you play with it more, you find which filaments work better, you find which heat works better, you find if you need supports on different things, if you need rafts or different skirts on different things as you go. So overall, I'm definitely happy with the 3D printer. It's been fun. Left it in the garage because this is a good place for it, and I'm primarily printing parts for my gel blasters and for tools. So those are already all out here. So that's why I left it out here instead of putting it anywhere else. So overall, like I said, very happy with my build of my enclosure for it, and really liking the 3D printer a lot too. And as you get more into it and see some of the success, then I guess it gets you a little more excited. I'm more willing to spend time researching and figuring more things out. Initially, I was frustrated, but again, it turned out those were mostly my problems. And if I can say one thing for BIBO, they have tremendous support. They get back to you within 24 hours. Of course, they're in China, so there's a time change. Very, very helpful, very willing to do whatever they can to help you out. So that was a big reason why I chose that one, is because, well, the price on Black Friday, and then the reviews talked about how great the service was. So I can vouch for that in this case. So anyway, that's the Enclosure project and a little bit about the printer.